Hello, welcome to another Mega Man Maker video. This is not Boss Tower 2, I'm not done with it yet, but I'm almost done with it. And it's taking a little longer than expected, but this is because when I uploaded my first Mega Man Maker video on that boss rush thing, I was already almost done with Boss Tower 1, but because I hadn't started Boss Tower 2 until I was finished with Boss Tower 1, but before I took the video, now you're kind of seeing the full length it's taking to make the level. But partway through making it, I took a break from making Boss Tower 2 and made a separate side level because I had an idea, and I'm going to show you that. So here we go. Here it is. It's called Astro area. You can see it has Astro Man as the boss at the end of it. And here we go. You'll hear the Astro Man music. I like the Astro Man music, and you can see these are the Astro Man tiles as well. So this whole level is like Astro Man themed. So the boss at the end is Astro Man. It uses Astro Man music and tiles. And I think it uses a couple Astro Man backgrounds too. From Mega Man at base, not from Mega Man 8. Not this background, but later I have some. So this level is kind of, so it's called Astro area, and the focus of this level is to kind of have a bunch of different gimmicks that you might find in like an Astro Man type level. So I have like the trippy Astro Man sections at some points, and I have a lot of like interesting backgrounds and stuff. So I can charge, shot, and slide, and no other weapons. There aren't any weapons in this one. There is Rush Jet at some point. So here we go, just some normal jumps with the tiles, and then here's a petite devil, because I thought they were cool. And then we jump into the teleporter, brings us to this section, which is just more of the same thing. Oops. This level isn't like necessarily fully Astro Man themed, it just uses Astro Man music and Astro Man tiles. And a couple of a couple of the backgrounds later in the level, and the Astro Man like Astro door platform things. But the level itself uses a bunch of other gimmicks from various games. So here we go. Here we go. Now we have this teleporter, which is now bringing us inside the Astro area. And now from this point onward, I use only these purple tiles. And you can see over here I have a, whatever this thing's called. Was it like new metal or something like that? I have one of these over here. It's okay if you get hit by the slime, it just makes you have like ice physics. Especially in this area, you can see I have like homing electrical charges over here, and then 2 new metals over here. I guess you don't have to hit that one. Gonna try to avoid that. And then you've got Yoku blocks. I do a little trippy, or not trippy, but I do like a little thing there, a little trick. So you kind of die if you go too fast without knowing. Here we go, and then we use this trippy background, and now these things, I think they're from the Game Boy games in Saturn's level. I don't remember. I don't remember what they're from. I don't know anything about the Game Boy games. I think it's in either Saturn's or Venus's level. But you can see it. We have increased gravity. You can see the normal jump height. I have these 0.5G markers. You can see you have a higher jump, and this one's 0.25G, where it's very low gravity. You jump super high, so you can make a big jump. And then over here I have a dark section, because I wanted to include these because it looks like space. So we go in here. There's no platforming in this part, because you can't see the platform, so it's just a bunch of enemies. So it's just kind of these and these guys, which I put these bomber guys on platforms, because I also have these that poke out, the lightning dudes that pop out from under them. Another bomber and another homing electric charge with another dude here. Yeah, I think there's one more bomber. Yeah, all 3 bombers are on these platforms with these things coming out. I also added that thing, and you can see there's a bunch of tellies. Kind of a complicated section, and then we get to a checkpoint here. The music's gonna change. And now we're in the puzzle area. So it has puzzle music here. Thought this fit. It's the Mega Man 8 underwater section of the intro. This button just kind of resets these. And I made these this color so they blend in with the tiles. So we can go up here to press this button to move that, and I can press it again to keep moving them, to move back and forth. So I move it here so we can get across. Now we need to get this platform across. We go up here, and we need to get this green one out of the way, but we can press the purple button. It'll bring this back, but it'll put this here, and now we can hit this one to move them again. Now we're over here, but if we hit this again, it lowers the barrier, but it brings us back. But over here is the green button, so we can hit the green button, then go back. And now the green's lifted up, and we just have to hit this purple again to move this barrier. We can drop down. Now we're into the second section, which now uses these blue ones, so I can hit this to swap these two. And then right here is a reset button, so it'll reset them back to their original position. And we need to grab this purple key up here. So we can hit this to swap everything again and come over here. And now the only blue button would be over here, but obviously it does that. So we needed the purple key so we can open this door and press this one to swap them here. And there's that green over there. We go over here, and this is a dark section. So I use this purple tiles are, the purple tiles are the normal like tiles. The yellow indicates that there's a button. And you may or may not have noticed throughout this section that there are blue platforms underneath all of the ladders, and that's kind of hinting toward it, so if you're paying attention, you'll know that there's a ladder above this blue platform, and nowhere else, because every ladder had a blue platform under it. So I did that to hint toward it. And there's a wall here. Here's the hologram. You'll see that these are like flash stopper or time stopper weapon blocks. You can't actually get that weapon. I just did that because it's purple and I needed a reflective block, so you couldn't shoot the hologram so it stays dark. So to get over here, of course, the button, like before, would do this. So you have to use the ladder to get up here. And these yellow, of course, mark another button, so you can do that. Go down here, now you can get over here. And all this does is get you a green key, but you need the cream key to get through here. So we come back through the dark section and press this button again, because now that we have the green key, we have to go back to the previous screen, which had the green door on it. Now over here, we're coming here, and this is going to move up, so then we have to go back and press this again to change it. And now we can come over here, and we have this screen one. It brings us back into the dark room. You can see it now when it's not dark. And we can come up here, and here's your cream key. So now we have to come all the way back down here, through here. So you have to solve this dark room 3 times. 1 to get through it the first time, just like this. To get through it the first time to get over here to get the green key, the second time because you have to go on your way back to get to where the green key door is, and then a third time to come over here and use the cream key. Now another checkpoint, and I love this background. Now we exit here, went back to the normal music, and now we have a rush jet section, because I like rush jet sections. And it's dark area, so that's cool. So you have to just avoid a bunch of things. A bunch of flying shells, a couple tellies, electries or whatever they're called, and a couple poles here and there. 2 poles. Oh yeah, you see now the dark area ended, but now it's a different background. This is an actual Astro Man background, so that's cool. I like this background. Anyways, over here we lose our rush jet, and now we kind of have some normal parts. We have some electries and more homing electrical things to attempt to avoid. There you go. And then a bunch of them here, like 6 of them, but you can avoid them by sliding in here. Get another checkpoint, and now welcome to the gravity area. You can barely see the background because it's covered by these platforms. And these are all the gravity platforms. So since these arrows are pointing down, notice I have a lot less gravity, or sorry, a lot more gravity here. I can't jump very high, and this is a lot lower gravity, so I can jump higher. And same with these. If I come up here, you'll notice the doors on that side, but of course I can't jump here because it's short. And I can jump with the high one, but then I can't go over there, because if I try to... Like, you would just use this, and then just go toward the exit. But of course, since there's high gravity here, it's going to pull me down. So you have to jump over here and get on this platform. But there's the high gravity, so you can't do that. But you can kind of jump off the side of this, because you're in the high gravity. Or low gravity, sorry, high jump, low gravity. So you can get up there off the side, and then we can get up here. And then from here, we could try to jump up there, but we have very low jump from the high gravity. So you can see the difference between that, and this is 4, gravity 4, the highest you can do. So the lowest jump, and this is 0.25. So I can jump super high here. Of course, if I go over here, it pulls me down. It's just the cool combination of the gravity. We get up here, and now we're at this screen, and there's so many new metals here. Look at them. There's so many. But I like the screen background. This is also an Astro Man background, I think. Alright, you don't have to kill all these, because you can go by. These black things here are just because, since I didn't spawn in this room, these two screen sections don't align properly. So if you spawn in the same, like if I spawn right here in between the two of them, they're aligned perfectly, so the two screens transition evenly, like everything that comes from this side comes through to the other side. You can see that's not the case, so because it's a weird looking like cut otherwise. So I just use the black. But if I spawned right here in between the two of them, they would connect perfectly. I don't know why it does that, but not normally. Alright, more new metals, slippery physics. Let's see, we're going to another screen. Oh no, we're at the end of it. Okay, now we're at the end of it. So, Dr. Wily plate coming in here. Here we go. No weapons, I'm gonna get a charged shot. We come in here, directly to this, and this is because... Look at this. Yeah, now we fight Astro Man, and it has the dark background, which I thought was cool. So yeah, normal Astro Man fight, but with the dark background. By the way, I used a lot of dark background in this, not only because I really like it, but also because it's fitting for Astro Man, because it makes it look like space. And also, I think in the actual, I don't know which game it is, either Mega Man 8 or Mega Man in Base, because I know Astro Man's in both of them. In one of those, his boss fight, it does actually hide the ground tiles from you, and you only see the background, just like in this. The only difference is that it's like a different background and not just dark like this, but his actual fight is the same thing like this, where you can only see you and him and the background. But that's not why I did this, though it does fit. I just thought it was cool. Oh, I died. Whatever, that's why there's a checkpoint here. So yeah, there you go. This is pretty much the level. This is Astro area. I just wanted to make an Astro Man level because I wanted to use a lot of these dark things. And yeah, I was saying at the start that this was kind of the focus of this was to have a bunch of different gimmicks that all seem like they'd fit like the trippy Astro Man levels, like the whole puzzle section with the Astro doors. Of course, a lot of these dark parts, the cool backgrounds, and I thought the gravity stuff from either Saturn or Venus's levels in the Game Boy games, like I said, I don't know anything about those. Those seem like they'd fit, because Astro Man definitely he seems more of like a planet man, so it seems like gravity would fit him, as well as the doors, because those are already in his actual level. But yeah, this was just a side project level that I made, because I wanted to take a break from making Boss Tower. I think it's cool though. It wasn't meant to be super long, it's just a thing I did. There you go. There it is. And, yeah, I'm almost done with Boss Tower. So here we go. So I'm almost done with Boss Tower 2. And so, when I'm done with that, I'll make a video on that. So here is this. I guess this can be kind of a filler video for you, although it's not much of a filler as I spent a long time making it. But definitely not as long as Boss Tower, or the amount of time I've spent so far on Boss Tower 2. I also had another... sorry, I also had another idea for another filler video if I need to, but I might end up doing that after the Boss Tower 2 video while I'm still making when I start making Boss Tower 3. And the idea I had was all the available Mega Man Maker bosses versus their own weapons, if their weapons are available in Mega Maker. So I'm probably gonna do that. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it though. Probably dependent on when I do, like when I finish Boss Tower 2, which I'm pretty close to being finished with it. So yeah, there you go. And I think the next video should be Boss Tower 2, however long it is. Unless it actually might be another MSM Composer sound, because I realized I kind of forgot about that. And I still have more to upload, the Realm of Rares thing, which is the song I made using all of the rare monsters. So I think next video might be that, and the one after that will be Boss Tower 2. It depends on if I feel like working on Boss Tower 2 that much today. Alright, well there you go. See you or not see you in the next video.